welcome into your moving parts. And we have got our very favorite fit person, Leigh Anne Richards. You are an amazing person. You have been.
Well, you were so
You
kind.
are. You have been
You were
with
so
Metro
kind.
Fitness for years.
For years, 21
and
years.
just know what you're doing and have all the right exercises for all the right situations.
Well, I like to pride myself in that, and that I've tried to stay current with everything that's going on. So, but you know, like we were talking about a few minutes ago, we were just talking to each other. You know, COVID has taken a toll on everybody, every situation. You know, I mean, I could spend probably an hour just talking about what all it's done to people, not only physically, but mentally.
Mentally, emotionally,
Everything,
you know, it really,
everything.
That's why we wanted to have you on, because we, you know, even with COVID and all the challenges, and you may not be able to get out, but talk to us about the importance of exercise and what we can do in a challenging situation like we're in.
Right. This is such a challenging situation, and for people obviously that do not want to go to a facility,
Right.
they don't want to go to a gym, they don't want to go to any kind of a workout club. It's tough. So what I have seen more of is more doing things outside, walking, and that would be my biggest suggestion. Get outside. I know the weather's not perfect. Thank goodness when we first shut down back in March, we had a nice spring.
Right.
And that's what I would take little groups out, and we walked, but we would exercise outside. So I think, you know, in the spring initially that was okay, and then summer came and it got really, really hot. But walking, Virginia, is, to me, it's one of the best things that you can do. Now, people have been setting up their own home gyms. Now you can't hardly even find equipment because people have bought so much to try to set up their home gyms, whether it's in a garage,
that makes
whether
sense.
it's, because they don't want to go out anywhere.
Yep.
And when we first closed in March, we had several people that canceled their membership, and that's what they said they were doing. They were setting up their own home gyms and buying minimal equipment. Let's face it, you're not going to be able to do what you could do in a gym, but still, you can do basic things at home with a pair of dumbbells and your body weight. You can do really, but you're missing, I think the biggest thing for me, because I am such a social being and want to be around people, and that's what I would miss. I want to be around people that motivate me when I'm exercising. We're in it together. When you're at home, it's just not the same.
It's more fun. It's more fun to walk with somebody.
Right, it's more fun to walk with somebody.
You know,
right.
And frankly, like for me, I don't know a lot. And I'll tell you what, you can do some damage.
Right, that's what I was about to
with
say.
some of this
The other
too.
thing is you can actually hurt if you don't know what you're doing. Now there's so many apps. You can get an app for yoga. You can get an app for this. YouTube has everything that you could possibly want. But how do you know that you're doing it correctly? You know, that's my thing, is if you go, oh, I'm just going to stay at home and I'm just going to do this yoga app right here. Well, how do you know that you're doing it correctly? How do you know you're not going to hurt yourself?
That's the trick. People do not realize that there's a downside to that.
Right.
And some of these exercises, if you don't do them right,
Correct. You can do more damage
than help.
Right.
Now,
you
that's
can.
scary.
That's scary. You can really hurt yourself. And I know that a lot of places have done the Zoom thing. You know, doing Zoom where you can actually see. But I'm going to tell you, if you are doing Zoom, and if it was you, if it was just us, a one-on-one, that would be different.
Okay.
Because I could watch you and I could coach you and things like that. If you've got a group of, say, 10 people that are on the Zoom class, and you're trying to teach and you're trying to watch them, there's just no way. You cannot give quality instruction. You can't. You can't.
So going back to the fact that we've got such a challenge here, if you tell me, for our audience, because we're still going to be looking at this same situation in January.
Right, right.
Pick your top 2 things that you could tell our folks to be doing when they are not going to be able to go to a gym?
I would say number one, walk. And I know that it's, not the best situation, but walking is going to give you such a great benefit cardiovascularly. Plus you're out, it gets you out of the house, away. That would be the number one thing I would say to people, is to do that. And then the second thing is, I would say doing body weight exercises like push-ups on the wall, which I could show you that, push-ups on the wall, squats in and out of a chair. Those kinds of things that you can do at home that are more of your strengthening, your quote, toning, so to speak, exercises that will keep you strong.
Well, you've helped all of us today, for
Thank
sure,
you so
to
much.
be a little healthier. And stay with us, and we'll be right back.